This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Yeah, I'm sure the Ansana. Other questions, no. Awal Mohammed Hudu said the free hop. Yeah.
Luchuma di no se Franco di Kayansa near Bekon Kosho 1-0 no in 2008 no. So me ohe league table na ohe points build up and ohe aspect games a man for a bar. With the exception of Adriana, Obia at least enya 1 point away. So far so what a league na ya bwana. So Adriana has been the poor away performance so far in the league. Omo 3 away games amabo nyina ni nyina Sejo omo lusu. On 2 of the occasions they failed to even score. Omo lusu 1-0 against Samatex. And omo ko lusu 2-1 against Legon Cities e Accra. And just last week omo be lusu at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So the only 2 games omo winning no 2-0 against Mediama and then 1-0 against Brekum Chelsea no. Sejo ni nyina e home. So who on the table now? Adriana Nkwana definite point in terms of 3 points build up, 6 points. So what it means all the other games of Mabunina, they failed to even record a point away. So they are so far the poor away performance in the league. Abraham Kessy, the last time Kotoko Eko was January 2010, and then it ended in a 1-1 draw. Second leg, no Kotoko Ebe Shomu 2-0. That was Kessben FC. So that was the last time Kotoko played a league game over there. So you been so beside say African Football League na e ba be hyase nyame boanea teams now more participating no sign etimia win e bia o ka say Africa my African champions on the continent. So you Ali are winning 11 times, Enyimba are winning African champions on 2 times, WAC on 3 occasions, Esperance on 4 occasions, TP Mazembe on 5 occasions, and Sundowns only once. So what are 8 teams, no? 2 teams per no one team any African champions da. That is Simba SC of Tanzania and then Petro de Luanda of Angola. These are the only 2 teams, Omoka 8 teams now. Omunye African champions da. Now, Oka titles ni na boom, I be 26 titles in between the 6 teams are. Omunina are winning titles, no, because with Alali 11, with TP Mazembe 5, with Esperance 4, with WAC 3, with Enyimba 2, and then Sundowns 1. Okani in Abuma, ebema 26 titles. Ewo the African Championship amabonina winning. Yes, Sergio FIFA Confederations Cup since 2017. Ye born with Russia. Ya mo. Ye kwa Qatar 2022. Essence tournament no aye shifted from summer to winter. Yentimia mo FIFA Confederations Cup. FIFA organizing competition be a friend of FIFA Arab Cup. Now se what's action so in 2025 FIFA benya an expanded FIFA Club World Cup. Ye be 32 teams. So eno so ye be born is the summer of that year 2025 and then the next summer which is 2026 now World Cup na baso. So eno doesn't give room for FIFA Confederations Cup. Send your musi keka ko idea say FIFA Confederations Cup no is going to hibernation and it's likely a be going to extinction cry yen hu ne biom because they said your more expanded FIFA World Cup no caveat cry be wo because there's going to be a chaos in 2025 no because in that June-July no some other confederational tournament be so because in 2025 Morocco AFCON no ebeba so in the summertime. So how do you reconcile the FIFA Club World Cup and then the AFCON tournament? Because players now mobebo amo some of their clubs where they ebe feature in the FIFA Club World Cup no. So for now they said the FIFA Eddie Omo Club World Cup na eba dia is likely FIFA Confederations Cup seju ye nya hu ne biom because already the last World Cup ye bono ya mo FIFA Confederations Cup and a tournament ye bono a year before World Cup and omina obe host World Cup no onu na nya opportunity a host to Confederation Cup no ansana yakwakobo even though there were years na enya before World Cup years but ye bo FIFA Confederations Cup example a 2003 ewu you know, because now the following year in 2004 it wasn't a World Cup year by a Bobby, but all of a sudden you standardizing from 2005 till 2017, and that was a year before a World Cup year, because in 2005 Germany hosted, in 2009 South Africa hosted, in 2013 Brazil hosted, and then 2017 we had Russia hosting prior to them hosting the World Cup in 2018. But Qatar there one opportunity and hosted the FIFA Confederations Cup.
We are midfield action Friday edition. Yeah, mode and Sembusaba, yeah, Tradwin. Namosom war, Adwin Chibifa, yeah, Adwin Chaya, Yatre, Afama Sembusanwa, and some of the Ebre. And to come Shanghai, I signed the way Ababium said, Joe, that the youth team that time deserved the hype because they had good players to match Coach Opele's hype. Said the Okazana, community team, Biano, very good team.
Their performance.
Yeah.
More individual.
Julius Ajabin.
Okay.
I was talking
the
about their
DBA crowd,
performance.
Kwame Shanghai, the DBA ba, Benson. Was no Julius Ajabin, Edward Podo, Bokaino, Edward Podo, Sechikwe.
Podo was the last 2 years here.
Yeah.
Oh, a league in Center back Chelsea.
Yeah, center back.
Edward Podo no horse at time.
Yeah.
Now Podo Nancy.
No, Sabao.
That time, no, sir. Tell you've name cram.
Wow.
And Sergio Julius Ajabin that season. About all games, yes, on your only one yellow card.
Yes.
Very disciplined.
Makoko and a very tiny.
Okay.
But you train a Sharia and Bashir here for uniform.
Okay.
After the game, we soon ya back.
And Osai Ball, Emmanuel Bafo and Yaya Mohammed. Yaya Mohammed says, "I know on Zuho." Yeah, Monkaka. I was in Yaya Mohammed Zuho.
But I don't share that. Who's saying Yaya Mohammed bad in the Lilam around 2010 air con.
Okay. Mr. Cheme was Mr. Cheme was funding Tema Youth that time. If you're a PR of a team like Kotoku Royals with a good players and the youth and your team is not doing well in the league, your hype can get the trend and bring supporters to the stadium. You will not be taken serious. Come Shanghai, so now drink or the afa or the abafa in my canona. Wow. Are they shocking me any Podona? Sad time. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, 2008.
2008. No, the whole system. Okay. Ian Twasso.
So Sergio, Obinsu Bisai with regards to Chris Hilton, the issue no. Say a Black Star, even though your performance, among phones so the performance, apart from that, indiscipline a war within the setup no. Yes, yenya examples of coaches are ma discipline juma emo winning tournaments, edema mo teams. For example, here caught France 1998, Emi Jacquet, when he was on the touchline for the French national team, he dropped Eric Cantona, he dropped David Ginola, all of a sudden, now man for so. But the French team went all the way to the tournament and conquered the whole world. Yebeko in 2013 AFCON, Stephen Keshi had dropped Peter Osazi or the wing, or say to the hell of them. In 2002, Scolari had dropped Romario, and he was able to go to the World Cup, Qatar, or call the tournament, no, Echo Winnie. So Chris Hilton, it balls on him. So be showing balls. So bet me my discipline ayejuma, both technical and tactical. So being ready so on more the national team media. No ines in change. So being ready so also be performance and queen. No ines in change. No how more ready or more ready to die for the nation because you have come to play just in 3 months. So it's a Christian to bet me I announced me as a Johnny Nadia on one so.
Sorry. Maybe I've missed certain things. Are we concluding that 2 games you could lose here in discipline of Black Stars camp in Tina, you could lose here now? Because I'm attitude, but I'm not too sure specifically what we are calling in discipline in the camp of the Black Stars.
The attitude of players on the field of play. Attitude. And a match then kwa. Your match is now na clearly attitude of players, the will, the commitment, the dedication,
the zeal
to die for your country.
Is it not an issue of inability? Like
we're inability.
This is a clear isolated case. Meka Alidu. And for me, on the day he was our best player, that particular incident, he lost it.
Yes.
Before there, me ebe unfair see ebe issue sadi we. Like I say, the commitment is in doubt. He lost that occasion because that day from both the right and the left, he was the best player for us. I don't know. See, Ebeka say Winti, Ebeka say Alidu. Indiscipline, wajinsemu, and a commitment, issue. I think he lost it on that particular occasion. But for me, I wouldn't base on this and say, Alidu, indiscipline on the field of play. The day, I think he was our best player.
Okay, Zaranko, Mejitum.
Questions in the doors, when Bessa Bako, give and take.
Oh, we didn't give and take a bass.
Question about Pemso.
Okay, Zaranko, are you happy with the attitude of Kudus? The attitude of Jordan? Say, Omojibo no mum pass. Then you not can't discipline on. And yet, the Omo here to rebuttal the coach or Omuntia coach, no. Omo perform, and we are talking about Sally too.
Indiscipline, tactically play between indiscipline.
Yes.
Go hard on time.
So what the ball on pass?
And not in indiscipline. West Ham, you also JJ Obia can't
He did that as I'm watching a comment, no. Memetiasia say, Onimse Kudusu Nyabo Muntem. Enti, se o Jamuntem, no use spaces walla, obey world class. What I understand from that statement is that somebody like Asamoah who was watching close also thinks he could use be natural ne bono ukitache. But yes, do we call it indiscipline?
West Ham
is an aspect of the game which SSA improve in that aspect.
Okay,
yes, sir. Watch that. That's all. Yeah, discipline.
Narrow. My best is here.
Thank you.
Now, questions now go and do some. I'm called baby.
Sure.
Has Awal Mohammed ever been a French student? I like the way he pronounces the French names. Okay, Fifi. And anyway, about Fifi, who's French? We are singing now. And all the tea. I'm a cool one. Don't wash it. I for almost top maybe. Basketball for more more kids, no. That's not the number. Some coffee or an change our home. Fifi. And on the 9, I'm saying, while we are and nano, some quotes and this is not your and our day life. Oh, 200 years because our boy life, but it's natural. Fifi or Namar.
That's already
Fifi.
There's a real movie chair.
When you get it
depends on Sabrona on Fifi or real Kumo with a free time and all about 12 years. Was we imagine? This is not about their life. Do it on the Mamus. Why wouldn't you buy? Watch your walk. Alright.
That's in Bideka.
I'm told about the question by Junko.
Sergio. On Egypt, the
French good dreams are no time ago. Bananka Uti embassy be glad to say, oh, now you're my
consular.
French team see bank on it.
French team see back. Yes. They go a car for Crananka. To fetch up a French can crack Craig to my idea. Which I'm a cum. Uncle Fifi, I can't remember.
Sergio, on the Egypt, Diano. Egypt aji African Cup 7 times, Sergio. Na emu 3 occasions, Sergio. Emu 3 occasions.
Okay, our Bakuya Mam and Saka handshake, no.
Okay.
Tamo kochia opele no touchline hono. Inti me de ma omo ma ye hoje ma sisi ai. Inti yanko so ready mama hwe. Tamo kochia opele o touchline no yanko.
So na me ka say Egypt aji AFCON 7 times. Na out of the 7 times no emu 3 na Mozambique e o group amom. 1986, 1998 and the last AFCON title are more winning, which was 2010. And so you group na for AFCON draw na eba so last weekend no. Eba say Egypt, Ghana, Cape Verde, Mozambique. Say you eba ya na Egypt for no e sha say jubilate say atom na so mo sha likely say chat na to. They are on their way to winning their 8th title, God willing, Nyameboa, in 2024, early January next year. So Joe, with regards to English Premier League clubs now, potential ko AFCON no be lose more players no. So Joe magada list of the players now from the clubs no. AFCON na koi tima potential only player obe lose ko AFCON in the EPL is Manchester City and Newcastle. the rest of the 18 teams ni nyinaa obia wo 1 or 2 African players obeluzu ye be kwa AFCON wi sejo for Burnley omo players Anas Zaruri of Morocco and then Lyle Foster of South Africa. These 2 players are potential players omo beluzu ye be kwa AFCON. For Tottenham Hotspur, Pape Matassar and then Yves Bissouma of Mali. Pape Matassar of Senegal and then Yves Bissouma of Mali. For Man United, 3 players. Andre Onana of Cameroon, Hannibal Mejbri of Tunisia, and then Sofiane Amrabat of Morocco. And then for Liverpool, Ubenya Joel Matip, and then Mohamed Salah of Egypt, potentially Luzu. For Arsenal, is Thomas Partey of Ghana, and then Mohamed El Neni of Egypt. Wolverhampton Wanderers also Ryan Aitnouri of Algeria, and then Boubacar Traoré of Mali. For Wolverhampton Wanderers, these are the players are potential Luzu. For Luton Town, Rudok Peli Mpanzu of DR Congo, and then Issa Kabori, Rasta Heb guy now, or Onosuo Burkina Faso guy no. For Nottingham Forest, 3 of them are Ivorian. Willy Boli, Sergi Aurier, and then Ibrahima Sangari. Senegal have Sheku Koyate and Musa Niakat. And then Ola Aina, Temitayo Olufisai Ola Olua Aina. And then Michael Taiwo Awoni. So Nottingham Forest you almost 7 players. Ka Emmanuel Dennis Wokra and Kabe 8. And then for Crystal Palace potentially Jordan Ayew, Jeffrey Schlupp, and then Sheikh Omar Doucouré. If Ghana is able to succeed in convincing Jeffrey Schlupp, these are the potentials. For Fulham, Fode Ballo-Touré of Senegal, Calvin Bassey of Nigeria, and then his compatriot Alex Iwobi. For Bournemouth, Antoine Semenyo of Ghana, Dango Ouattara of Burkina Faso, and Hamed Traoré of Ivory Coast. And Oko Brentford, Brian Mbeumo of Cameroon, Yohan Wissa of DR Congo, and Frank Ugochukwu Onyeka of Nigeria. For Everton is Idrissa Gana Gueye. Abdoulaye Doucouré de waretai Seju waretai minim se bia one mali for so betimi convince ne dia nti ono no de me the asterisks ato because waretai. And for Sheffield United, Ismaila Koulibaly of Mali, Anis Ben Slimani of Tunisia, Yasser Larouchi of Algeria, Jordan Emisa of Ghana, and then Benny Traoré on also a Burkinabe international. Wemo a Sheffield United. Oba Aston Villa there Bertrand Traoré in Burkina Faso captain. And then Chelsea a Jackson, Nicholas Jackson. For Brighton and Hove Albion a Tarek Lamptey, and then Simon Adingra of Ivory Coast. And a West Ham so Said Berrama of Algeria, Mohamed Kudus of Ghana, Naef Aged of Morocco, and then Maxwell Kone of Ivory Coast. So
who will be most affected?
The most affected Nottingham Forest. 7 players, 3 Ivorians, 2 Senegalese, 2 Nigerians. So okay. Nottingham Forest said you won't be losing.
The Crystal Palace ones.
Enti habari ya free hona yentoa so Mama Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben television live Kessben 92.9 Accra DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel no 121